Hey, my name is Callum, and while working on my simple arcade game, I almost quit. This is Hamazon, my 3D arcade game about grabbing boxes in a warehouse as fast as possible. Currently, I only have one map for the entire game. I need more, and the process of making it honestly kind of broke me. This is my Dr. Strangelove or story, how I learned to stop worrying and love the game. Looking back on this, and my other videos, I've learned my creative process has 4 distinctive sections to it. The first level was simple, bright, maybe a little dirty, but focused. But how do you build on that? How do you make a second level that doesn't just feel like an off-brand version in a slightly different room? The answer is to not just expand, but start anew with an entirely different map. A dark, grungy, outside loading dock for trucks. I started development like a real game dev for once and made a mood board. The old level was a straightforward, open, vibrant warehouse interior. The new one would be its grittier, nighttime, outside counterpart, a loading dock. It would have trucks, pallets, puddles, concrete, and more. After making the mood board with Milanote and writing notes on my inspirations, I started blocking out the whole map. The dock, the slope, the warehouse, the fence, even a truck. I was flying through it, so sure that this level was going to be amazing. I even threw it all into the game early to feel it out. I loved it. The map was interesting, the layout was new, and since this is outside, it will automatically stand out from the last map. The mood board and blocking out went perfect, and I was incredibly hopeful, but there's a lot of space to fill in the map. Mechanically it works, but visually it's a little lifeless. Creating the old map was effortless. I made brick walls, a concrete floor, and a drywall ceiling. With only 3 textures, a handful of random objects, and some boxes, I was done. This new map, however, has a lot more details, and it needs textures for every single part, even the grass and sky outside. After a lot of struggle trying to make textures that fit with my very limited artistic skills, I came up with a new process. I find a real photo of what I'm trying to create, heavily paint over it to stylize it, darken it, and add some random splotches to break it up. The result looks perfect. I have no complaints at all. However, there's a hidden cost to this process. This single concrete texture took most of my free time for the day. The ramp took another day. Sideline, another day. Before I knew it, 3 weeks were gone. Not only did this take a ton of time, but it was so tedious. I was wasting weeks staring at the textures, willing myself to start something new, but too bored to even try. I didn't realize it, but I was planting the seeds of burnout. I was so wrapped up in the correct process to make good textures, I forgot that making games is supposed to be fun. And then, I disappeared for 2 months. I started work in spring, and it was now the end of summer. All I had to show were basic textures for the map and a blockout. It's disappointing. I somehow managed to turn my passion project, my favorite hobby, into a boring, slow, repetitive job. I was doing everything right, but hating every minute. I finally came back in October. Summer was gone, I'd moved out, started college again, and left my game to rot. I felt terrible. Funnily enough, on my break, my brain had subconsciously solved the problem. While working on the sideline texture, I made a discovery that just sat in the back of my head. If you zoom in enough on any real photo, you'll see an almost random scatter of darker and lighter pixels. This scattering makes up the texture or surface of what the image is showing. I used the photos because I don't have the skills to actually replicate the real surface of materials. Instead of taking the time to find, tweak, and work on a real picture of something, I can fake this detail by using something called noise. Noise is basically a randomly generated pattern of black and white, and it's perfect for this. Now my process is to get a solid color, overlay noise, throw some splotches at it, and I'm done. I tried this quickly with a door texture and boom, not only did it take 10 minutes, but it matched the rest of the map. With each new texture I worked on, it only got faster and easier. I even went back and replaced some old ones. The best part is now that everything is faster, I can experiment. For months, I was a painter, meticulously crafting each brick and still hating it for my lack of skill. Now, I was a game developer, using cheap tricks to get 90% of the result with 10% of the effort. For the first time, progress felt effortless. If you're enjoying the video and seeing me slowly figure things out the hard way, consider subscribing. It lets me know you want more videos like this, and it's the best way to see the next one. With my new workflow, I entered a golden age. Since the map textures are done, I need to start filling up all this empty space. I made barrels, pallets, cement bags, puddles, and plastic cups for trash. Then followed it up with several boxes. This filled up the space well, but things were very gray looking. So I went back and retextured the barrels to be a neon yellow and added a bright red cooler for vibrancy. While working on this, I also fixed the briefcase, which was accidentally so dark it turned invisible. By comparing the loading dock to the warehouse, I further tweaked the post-processing effects. Now, the map is starting to look good. With everything in place, I fixed the map goal. The goal was originally the truck. I wanted players to load it up for shipments, but then that leaves a large section of the map completely unused. Instead, I'm going to treat the truck as an obstacle and place for boxes to hide, then convert the garage door into the goal. I actually love this far more than if the truck was the goal. Finally, I get to write code, what I'm best at. I made a currency for the game called Bacon. Bacon is your reward for beating time targets. Collect enough to unlock the next map and move on from the basic warehouse. While adding Bacon, I updated the level select to show the new map in the background for a sneak peek. Seeing the map like this made it obvious that the next step is lighting. Originally, I just had lamps set above the parking spots, but I added a work light for more variety and to direct the player. I also made the model a bright yellow to add more color. Currently, I just have a different looking map. I want the gameplay to be expanded too. I decided to add the first physics object to my game. After briefly writing down some ideas, I added a lumber cart that can carry boxes around. All that's left now is polish. I went back through all my levels and tried them myself. I moved any annoying obstacles, placed more boxes, and put in all the new objects. So, what did I learn from a year of starts, stalls, and finally breakthroughs? First, never marry a workflow. Once it starts sucking your soul out, find a way to cheat and work faster. Second, gray is boring. If all the main textures of your map are gray, you're doomed to put in extra work to spruce it up. And third, game development should be fun. If you're dreading working on your project, then something is very wrong. The new Amazon map is done, and I'm pretty proud of it. I have more to work on in the game before I release it, but I need your help. I made a whole video working on audio. I created complex systems, I had everything working perfectly, yet I finished it by putting in mediocre music and sounds. It's like putting a steam engine into a Lamborghini. What I have works, but it isn't great. I'm just a broke college student doing this for fun, so I can't pay you. But if you're a musician or sound designer who wants to contribute to my silly little game and get some credit, please reach out to me. This concludes my journey of making a whole new map for Amazon. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to let me know any thoughts you have. I'll read all the comments. Thank you.